Anthony Harwig here with a YSN softball player profile. I'm joined by Hubbard senior Jackie Adler. Jackie, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
A three-sport athlete going into your senior year. What's senior season kind of been like for the first two sports, golf and basketball?
Golf and basketball were great. Golf, we made it to districts, had a successful season. Basketball, we had transitioned with a new coach, new coaching staff. Really liked the coaching staff. Although we didn't get that many wins, quality time with the team was great.
When you talk about basketball, I think one of the biggest compliments you can give a leader is leaving the program better than what it was when they left. So it's a rebuild, of course. You know, you got new coaching staff and trying to just build the program. How do you think that program looks going forward?
Going forward, I think they're going to have a lot of success. The coaches are putting in a lot of work and practices that's going to better the team. So I'm really looking forward to watching what they're going to do.
What was it like for you kind of leading that team? And you know, obviously team overall struggled, but you guys still had some quality games and you definitely put up quality points.
Thanks. Yeah. I tried to lead the team by example. Younger players coming up, try to better them, not only for the team, but for themselves for the future. So it was really – go ahead.
No, you can continue.
So it was really nice getting to know a lot of the younger girls, getting to know their game and helping them out.
Do you think going through all that kind of helped you flex your leadership muscles?
Yeah, definitely. Leading the team even through the struggles and the good times, that really helped.
What were some of your favorite memories in basketball and golf season that you can look back on?
Basketball, being around the team all the time, practices, even just hanging out at someone's house. Golf, even though it's a smaller group, we had a lot of fun off and on the course.
Now, a couple of weeks ago, we got the news that spring sports were going to be canceled. What was kind of your initial reaction to that, and what were some of the emotions that have been going through your head the last couple of weeks now that dealing with that?
At first, I was honestly just at a disbelief. So many emotions were going through, disappointing, heartbreaking, not going to be able to step on the field one last time with my team.
You guys look like you had a promising season coming into this year. 14 wins last year. What were some of the team goals going into this season?
We had a lot of expectations for the season. We had a young group last year. We didn't lose any seniors, and we were strong coming into this season. We were hoping to go pretty far in the playoffs this year.
Talk about I know you had a couple weeks of practice there where you guys got to get on the field. And what was the mentality of the team kind of like heading into the season?
Yeah, we had a really close bond as a team. Winning mentality. We were going out to win games, maybe have a shot at the conference. So it was really exciting.
The conference in the NE8 in softball is stacked. You got South Range in there that won a district last year. Mm-hmm. Poland went to the states. When you talk about the teams you have to play in that NE8, how does that not just prepare you for the winning a conference, but also prepare you for the playoffs?
Yeah, Poland, South Range, some extraordinary teams. Playing in that conference, there's a lot of competition, so it helped us get ready for the playoffs once we came and met better teams, and even some of the teams that were in our conference were in playoffs with us.
Talk about your senior class on the softball team and what it's like being a part of the senior class with those girls, and what kind of leadership they each bring to the table.
We had 3 seniors. We played with each other for all 4 years, so we were pretty close. And we led the team pretty good. Everybody, underclassmen looked up to us. We just all had a tight bond with everything.
What was your coach's kind of last message when everything kind of got shut down and you didn't really know what was going to happen?
Yeah, Coach Joe Zagoric, we were always just hoping to get back out on the field. So they were sending us some workouts to do, and we were doing just getting ready to get one last shot on the field.
What kind of things were you doing personally to make sure that you kept ready in case softball did it and had the chance to come back?
Personally, I was doing the home workouts he sent, doing some tee work and some drills, fielding drills outside.
Give us some inside look on this Hubbard softball team. What's the personality of the team like?
Winning. We have winning mentality, really fun group to be around, hardworking, and it's just a lot of fun. We made a lot of memories over the last 3 years, and I wish we could have had a 4th year to go at it.
Everyone knows about your coach's demeanor on the field and what a competitor he is, but talk about the coach in practice and some of the off the field stuff and his personality and what it's been like being under him.
Coach Joe, he's just a coach who wants nothing but the best for his players. He's a hardworking guy, wants to do anything he can to better the team. Just an overall great guy, great person off and on the field.
What were some of your personal goals coming into this softball season that you wanted to kind of set for yourself?
Personally, I wanted to have over 400 batting average, have little to no errors in the field, and get the wins up on our record.
You were very close. 397 last year you hit, and you also only had 2 errors in the field. So when you kind of have a season like that as one of the leaders of the team, what kind of was working for you last season as a junior?
Every time I would go up to bat, I would just think base hit. All I want to do is put the ball in play, move the runners, get some runs for our team. And in the field, just staying calm, fielding the ball, making good throws. That's all I could ask for.
We've said it before, you're a multi-sport athlete. What's the transition like between golf, basketball, softball?
Going three sports, going from practices, open gyms, not having much time between the sports. I always tried to make every open gym and practice I could, but I liked it not having much off time. I liked being busy.
Did you have a favorite sport that you played in high school?
I grew up playing basketball and softball since I was as far back as I can remember. But golf, really, I started that going into my freshman year. And even though I haven't played it that long, golf's a sport where you just compete with yourself. And I'm a competitor. There's nothing more I like to do. Nothing more I like to do than better myself in anything I do.
How did you get into golf? How did this journey of you as a golfer kind of start?
So my brother played golf, and I played soccer for a long time, probably up until sixth grade. And then I stopped to play fall ball. And once fall ball seasons were over, I was like talking to my parents, and I was like, I'll give golf a shot. And I just never looked back. I just loved playing the game.
You talked about it. Golf is such a personal sport, an individual sport. So how do you kind of go from how's the transition from that to all of a sudden you have to be a team leader in basketball?
Yeah, it's really individual. Everything falls back on you. So that is a great aspect in the other team sports too, being a leader. And the fierceness on the golf course too, competitiveness is really great.
Golf is so mental. Talk about what that has helped you in the other sports, the mentality of golf and the mental strength that you have to be a successful golfer.
Yeah, being out on the course by myself, there was no one else I could really lean back on but myself. So going into basketball and softball, that's helped me just even when times get hard, just take a deep breath and get me through it.
What are some of your favorite memories off the field with the softball team the last 3 years?
We always have team nights, and we would play different games and watch movies, and we just had a lot of fun doing it.
What kind of things make you proud that you get to represent Hubbard and wear their name across your chest, whether it be basketball, softball, or golf?
The pride we show and anything we do, it's always great to represent Hubbard.
Now you guys have one of the best mascots in the state.
Yeah,
Gotta ask about Hubbard Eagle, what it's like having him and what it's like having him at the games and the energy he brings.
it's amazing having him there. The crowd gets on its feet, and he brings a lot to it. Just makes the games fun.
Now, when you graduate from Hubbard here pretty soon, what's going to be maybe some of your favorite accomplishments that you've had in your high school career, whether it be in the school or on the athletic field?
On the athletic side of it, golf, I was Northeast State Player of the Year my junior and senior year. I was a medalist of the Northeast State tournament. Basketball, I was second team all conference and honorable mention in the district. Softball last year sophomore year, I made second team all conference. So that was good. And on the academic side, I was in number of clubs at school and National Honor Society.
So you do these scholarly clubs too. I mean, time management for you must be excellent because you're doing all that and you're doing a sport. What's that like?
Yeah, sometimes come home after a game and stay up studying till almost midnight or past that sometimes, but whatever it took to get it done.
Now, softball's not the only thing affected by this pandemic because schooling has changed too. How have you kind of handled the switch to everything being online?
Yeah, it's been an adjustment, but the teachers have been really good with it, getting us prepared online. So it's been all right.
What have been some of the teachers in Hubbard that have really impacted your journey and really helped you along your way?
A lot of them. There are so many great teachers at our school. I can't say enough about the teachers and the hard work they put in and what they do to better the students.
Now, I know he's a teacher. I don't know his name, so you'll have to help me. But there is a
Okay.
teacher that goes to the basketball games, and you can hear. I know you guys hear him because he's the loudest
With
and
the
most.
Eagle hat on.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Mr. Hedrick. He actually retired, I think, last year, but he was always so fun to come to the games.
That was one of the best experiences I've ever had sitting
Yeah,
behind that guy. Great
yeah.
job. So when you have a teacher like that that's so supportive of not just you in the classroom, but you guys on the court, what's that kind of like?
It's great just having like a fun spirit like that at school, making, school sometimes kids think it's miserable to go to, but I'd give anything right now to go back. But it just makes it a lot more fun and you want to be there.
What do you miss most about going to school at Hubbard and being in that building?
Um, I miss the most seeing my friends and teachers, daily interaction was always had some good laughs at school.
Now, how have you guys been keeping in contact with your softball team and trying to stay together as a group during all this time?
Thank God we have the technology we do today because we are always Snapchatting, texting, and trying to keep in contact.
What are some of the future goals for Jackie Adler? What do you got in your future?
I am attending Otterbein University to play golf. So, hoping the team we can pull a OAC title next year, years to come.
Now, I'm unfamiliar, but the golfing recruiting scene, what's that? What was that your recruiting process kind of like for golf, and what made you choose that program to go to?
So in the recruiting process, I used the app NCSA. And that was really helpful to get to see all the coaches in different schools. And Otterbein, what stuck out to me is just the location of it, being down by Columbus. It's in a really nice area. I love Columbus. The coach was super nice when we went down, and I'm just really looking forward to going to school there.
Now, golf is it's told to be one of the best college sports to get into, especially for the girls. So, when you were kind of looking at what you could do, is that one of the pushing you towards golf and pushing you towards golf in college?
Yeah, and it's all golf. It's a lot of work. You got to put in a lot of work individually, but it's different conditioning wise too. Like we're not running sprints constantly, but I'm really looking forward to making the adjustment just playing golf next year.
Do you have a major picked out yet?
I'm undecided, but leaning towards allied health right now.
Man, another person that wants to go play sports and be in the health medical field. That's going to be a lot of work, but I know you're ready for it because of the time management skills that you've
Yeah,
picked out.
thanks.
Tell me, we've been stuck in the house the last couple of weeks. What has been your favorite quarantine activity stuck in the house?
Doing a lot of TikTok. That's taken up a lot of my time.
Has Hubbard softball made a team TikTok yet, or
No, not yet, but we should.
is there one in the works? Because some schools have made that and they've turned
Yeah,
out
I'll try to get on that.
pretty hilarious. Have you been binging any Netflix shows?
I watched Outer Banks and All American season 2.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
What has been the best movie you've seen during quarantine?
Even though I've seen it 1,000 times before, I love The Sandlot, my favorite movie of all
There
time.
you go. There you
Yeah.
go. Now I want to give you the chance to kind of shout out your supporters and the people that have supported you throughout all of the sports journeys you've had and the people that you know that'll always be there for you when you look up into the bleachers.
I cannot thank enough all the coaches I've had in the past, my friends coming to the games to support me, family members, teachers, most importantly, my mom and dad. I can't thank them enough for everything they've done.
What advice are you going to give to the underclassmen? They've gone through this too. They've lost a year. They haven't lost their senior year, but they've lost a year too. So
Mm-hmm.
they have to come back next year strong. What's your advice for the underclassmen?
Yeah, I think this is going to change the way student athletes cherish their memories on the court, field, course, whatever it is. So just work hard and have fun and cherish every moment of it.
You talk about that. If you could go back and know that the last at bat of your junior season was going to be your last at bat, how would you kind of handle it differently?
I definitely have a different mental mindset, but still go up there, just try to make contact and do what's best for the team.
All right, Jackie, thank you so much for joining us today. It was great talking to you. Good luck in your future endeavors, and we hope to hear from you real soon.
Thank you.